So today we're going to talk about figurative language. Excuse my shadow. I don't really know how to stop that. Um, some of you, if you're already a white level reader or a black level reader, you may have heard of figurative language because we have talked about it before at school. What made me think about this is the Peter Pan chapter that I read yesterday, which was chapter 10. I did notice a really cool piece of figurative language on this. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to send you on a figurative language hunt. It's going to be kind of like a challenge. All you'll really need is maybe friends and family if they're around you, if you're in the same house as them, because they might be able to help you think of some. You might need a book to help you find figurative language, and you'll need a pencil and you'll need paper. And all you're going to do is make a T-chart, which I love T-charts. So I'm just going to across, one down, make that giant T. And on one side, you're going to write figurative. I'm going to write it in capitals, but of course you don't have to. And then on the other side, and I might change color right here, you're going to write literal. Now I'm wondering, do you know what the difference is between figurative and literal language? Well, I know some of you will, but let me go over it just in case. So figurative language is kind of like a word or a phrase, a group of words that we use to exaggerate the truth and make it sound kind of funnier or more intense than it really is. And I'm going to give you some examples. The first example that I have is from chapter 10 in the book, actually. Let me see if I can find it. I should be more prepared, but I know what it is in case I don't know exactly what page it's on. I think it is. Oh, it's way after that. Oh, right here. Well, one of them, our rock is shrinking. That would be figurative because it's not literal. It doesn't mean it's actually shrinking, but it is kind of exaggerating to make the book sound more intense. And then I also had one about nibbling at a rock. I don't know if you remember that one. Right here. He heard the water gurgle greedily as it rose to nibble on the rock. This one is kind of an interesting piece of figurative language because it's making the rock sound like it's alive, right? It's nibbling on the rock, but we know that water doesn't really nibble. It doesn't chew on anything. It doesn't eat anything. So this is why it's figurative, because making it sound like it has human-like qualities when really it doesn't. So I'm going to put in figurative, the water nibbled at the rock. So that's one I found in a book. However, I am sure that you have heard of a lot of figurative language. Maybe you just don't know about it. Have you ever heard the phrase, it's raining cats and dogs? I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. Maybe you haven't, and that's okay. I'm going to go over what it means. So let's just take these first two and let's think about what do they literally mean? What do they actually mean? So the water nibbled at the rock means the water was kind of rising around it, right? The water, I'm going to say, was surrounding the rock. And then it's raining cats and dogs. Think about that. If someone's like, it's raining cats and dogs outside, do you think that means it's raining a little bit or raining a lot? I agree. I think it means it's raining really hard. So that's what I'm going to put. It's raining really hard. Okay. There are a couple more I can think of, but I don't want to give them all away because I want you to be able to find some. but I'm thinking I'll give you a few suggestions and then you can write down what you think they literally mean. Um, think about like, oh, please spill the beans. Um, we don't want people to actually spill beans all over the floor, so think about what that literally means. What are we actually saying? And then I had a couple other, oh, she ran faster than a bullet. Um, Very hard to actually run faster than a bullet. So what does running faster than a bullet really mean? There was one more I had. Um, I don't remember right now, so I'm just going to leave you with that. And then those two suggestions I just read. So your challenge today is to try and find as much figurative language as you can and then write down the literal meanings. So all you need to do is do a T-chart. You'll need to ask around, maybe ask mom or a family member, whoever lives at home with you, say, hey, do you know of any figurative language? Kind of like It's Raining Cats and Dogs, but I need another one. You could also look at books just like how I looked in Peter Pan and I found that piece of figurative language. There are going to be lots of figurative language in the books that you have at home, the books that you took from school. So try and open up a book and see if you can find any figurative language. I think you might find it more often than you think, hopefully. And then when you're done, you can just screenshot your work if you're able to, or take a picture of it and send it to me on Class Dojo. You don't have to because not everybody's going to be able to take a picture and that's fine, but you can if you want me to go take a look at it, okay? All right, good luck on your figurative language challenge. Tell me what you find, okay?